Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to meet you again. Today I'm going to talk about the last five of the 10 golden rules of learning. And if you could remember, I'm using biology as a reference example, and I stopped at number 5. الحد والموضوع ثم الثمرة وفضله ونسبة. Number 6. الواضع. It means the discoverer, the inventor, the founder of that field. You need to read about who is the inventor of that field or who are the inventors of that field. By knowing this, you will have at least two benefits. Number one, you will know the steps that are being followed for the discovery of new knowledge, and you can replicate those steps to come up with your new knowledge as well. It's possible. And two, if you are an academic researcher, you can find a research gap, because in the process you might notice a step that has some questions that needs to be answered, and you can provide the answer. By that you can come up with a research idea. In the case of biology, I think Aristotle is the father or the founder of biology, which is a philosopher, of course, if you could remember. Number 7, al-istimdad, meaning the extension, the branches, the classification of that field. You need to know how it is classified and into how many classes it is classified. For example, in the case of biology, I can say there is zoology. Of course, there are so many classes, but these are the notable ones. There is zoology, an aspect that focus on understanding the life processes in animals, in particular lower animals. There is botany, an aspect that focus on understanding the life processes in plants. There is microbiology, an aspect that focus on understanding the life processes of microorganisms. Like, there are so many branches. So you need to know the branches and the classification of that field. Number 8, حكم الشارع. It means God's ruling. You need to know God's ruling, because if you could remember, in Islam, for whatever thing you're going to venture into, you have to know Allah's ruling on it. What is the Islamic rulings on it? If you could remember, Kitab al-Akhdar, you say, وَلَا يَحِلُّ لَهُ أَن يَفْعَلَ فِعْلًا حَتَّى يَعْلَمَ حُكْمَ اللَّهِ فِيهِ. Like, for anything that you want to do, you have to know Almighty Allah's ruling on it. If you are not a believer, an Islamic believer, you can put it as experts ruling. Like, what are the experts saying on that field? Do they credit it or do they discredit it? You need to understand that. The 9th one, masailun, the questions asked, the arguments made. You need to read about the questions asked, the argument made, and the answers provided. This will equip you with a lot of knowledge in that field. Last but not the least, ba'adun li ba'adin. It's a relationship to the other disciplines or to the other fields. You need to know if that field can relate to another field. If it relates, how is it related to the other field? For instance, in the case of biology, I can say, fine, can I describe the biological processes in chemical language? Fine, yes. So biology relates to chemistry. So like, I come up with biochemistry, for example. I can say, can I apply some of the physics principles, some of the laws of physics to describe the biological processes in the living system? Yes, I can. Fine. Biology and physics are related, so I come up with biophysics. So like, there are so many ways in which you can relate one field to another, because the major secret behind discovery is relationship. If you want to discover a new thing, Just get A and try to connect it to B. You will come up with something new. So these are the 10 golden rules of learning, and I do hope that you find them very useful and they are going to be beneficial to you. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, BashGen, like, share. Also follow our media handles, BashGen1 mostly, and Facebook handle Bashir Ado. See you in the next video. Bye bye.